We're all laying in the soft yellow grass of a country field, gathered in the shade of an old tree, the sun raining light on us, Dieter and the others, all in civilian clothing. Blair was nearby, picking apart a dandelion. I noticed a piece of bark that had fallen from the tree, and I picked it up and displayed it to the rest, cradled in my arms. It was roughly the shape of a violin, and I jokingly began to strum across its cracked surface, the other hand pressing on the edge in mock chord fingerings. Everyone listened, laughing as I played away, making up the words as I went, making the sounds of the guitar with my mouth. The song seemed to rattle the edges of my dream, threatening to wake me up. But instead, I put the piece of bark back into the tree, where it belonged. While everyone laughed, stunned by the outburst, amazed by the secret of it. I snap awake in my chair. It's nearly 4 a.m. According to the clock on the wall, I had only been asleep for about 8 minutes. I checked the emphasis for any blips. 2 recordings in the dock had finished compressing while I was dozing. They don't look particularly compelling. Blair will arrive soon, drinking a 7-Eleven coffee, and I'll be free to scuttle back to my little shitbox hotel room. My eyes glaze over dissociatingly across the fresh wave tables. I put my headphones in and light a cigarette. The mag dropped another one and was beginning the standard compression while I opened my logbook and recorded the times. I pressed play on the first recording. Pretty typical eunuch waves, if not a bit scattered. I don't even know what I'm looking for. I barely know why I'm here. The Van Allen probes were deemed obsolete nearly a decade ago when Japan launched the LRC-2 satellite. We're listening to the wind blowing, and they're listening to the soprano section of an electron chorus. At least they didn't send me up with those ghouls at Clear Space. Every time I have to talk to one of those guys on the phone, it gives me the fucking creeps. Like they're watching me through a hole in the wall, 3,000 miles away. They probably are. The audio is scuffed badly on the second recording, because the data is shipped to us on 10-inch digital computer tapes by the pallet load. Some tapes inevitably get mangled, smashed inside the spool walls and the large upright leaders would choke on them, typically resulting in a loss of significant chunks of data. When the audio finally resolves itself, the waveform erupts in a heap of onboard interference from other instruments on the probe, followed by some plasma turbulence, or possibly just some AGC effect. The rain in Spain. I take listless notes in the logbook. I listen. I watch the spectrogram scrolling ominously, and for a minute, I see something strange in the readout. The blue waves, undulating, melt into black, like diving into the ocean at night. The audio curdles in my ears until it withers into digital ash. And out of this barren landscape comes a voice, wretched and hollow, but familiar. A skeleton's voice.
I trust that you will understand. Inside me, all remains as before. In you, to guidance star.
To my immediate horror, I realized it was the sound of my own miserable voice, old and raked with dust. I crank the volume up, and it comes back booming into my temples.
Get your two guidance gone. The city. They are waiting for you.
I snap back awake, Blair's hand on my shoulder. I turn to her without taking out my headset. She's talking to me, though I can't hear her. Her lips moving soundlessly. I know what she's saying anyway. She needs me gone. She needs the whole station to be wiped of my presence. I unplug my headset from the computer and stride out, jacket in hand, into the university parking lot. The silent roar of the planets screeching overhead. All I knew then was I needed to get to Tea Garden's star, and fast.